I'd like to thank Tallin Hall, Preston Crouse for joining me today as we preview Week 7 for Strasburg High School football. Strasburg getting ready to play Prospect Ridge, 11 a.m. Saturday morning, Adams 12 North Stadium. But first of all, we'll go back to last week. Played Saturday night under the Saturday Night Lights at Winter Field against Highland. And so after a pretty much dead-even first half, you guys sort of took over. So any differences that you saw both offensively and defensively from the Indians? Tallin, we'll start with you.
In the second half, we were running up the middle a lot more because, our line was just playing great, really moving the line of scrimmage, and that was working. I mean, we were moving the chains, so we did more of that in the second half for sure. And I don't know if we really changed much defensively. They had to play from behind and throw the ball more, and we kind of just played off the energy that we were creating offensively and contained them, playing hard.
Yeah, and to add on to Tallin, I think when we played defense, the DBs, they got more confidence whenever he threw the ball and we made a huge play, broke things up. And then the D-line just contained the quarterback.
I know you guys watch a lot of film. I think Strasburg is probably relatively unique. You probably do a lot more film study across the board, and that's a credit to you guys. That's a credit to your coaches. Any surprises you saw from Highland early on that maybe threw you off?
We watched a lot of film that week. Coaches really were hounding on that to get on film, see what they do. So I don't want to say anything was necessarily surprising, but they're playing hard. I mean, we knew they were going to come out firing.
Yeah, we watched film 3 times that week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And all of them were just to focus on offense and defense. And, yeah, we just had to come out with fire, and we knew that they would bring the same energy back.
And their quarterback, Nisdell, an excellent quarterback, very mobile, good arm.
Yeah.
That had to be sort of, starting with you, Crouse, from the defensive line standpoint, it had to be sort of exciting to go against a quarterback of that caliber.
Yeah, especially when he rolls out of the pocket and the D-line. They're not the fastest, but we still try to hustle and get to him. I know we got to him a lot that game.
Yeah, and you, Tallin, more from the, you were probably more involved in the passing aspects,
right,
being at the linebacker position. How tough is that to get ready for a guy like that?
It's pretty tough because he's got good vision. He can throw the ball, but also you got to be ready for him to scramble and run it. So it's pretty tough, but just got to make sure you're playing your assignment, staying in the right spot, and we did pretty well there.
Yeah, I want to go back to basically the entire season because you guys have taken some lumps and you're not really used to that as far as regular season because your record has been excellent. But you played against some great teams, Platte Valley, Lyman, Centauri. These are excellent teams. Though losses in all of those, do you find that very valuable now that you went through that?
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, they were great teams that were playing, but I don't think we were really playing to our full potential either. And I think those losses have kind of battle-tested us and helped us get closer as a team, and I think we're playing a lot better now.
I think to piggyback on Tallin, I think it motivated us more after we lost all 3 of those games, and we just wanted to come out and show that we still got the fire that Strasburg usually has.
Now, you guys being seniors, you're sort of seeing the end of the road with your football careers. As you sort of look at the games coming up, do they in a strange way sort of mean even more to you as you look toward the end of your senior seasons?
They absolutely do. I get real emotional and sentimental about it, I guess. Just a couple weeks ago, it was my last time playing Bennett. That was kind of weird, but yeah, definitely. They mean a lot, and especially because it's my senior year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even last year I was emotional watching the seniors leave. Like every year I'd get sad when the seniors go, and now I'm one of the seniors. So it's going to be tough to leave these guys that we know for 4 years now.
So getting ready for a game, sort of an odd time, 11 a.m. On a Saturday, going to be leaving pretty early. Are you concerned about being prepared for a game? Because usually you're 7 o'clock under the lights, and now you've got the morning sun. Any changes in your routine you have to go through for this?
No, I just think we got to wake up earlier. We usually wake up early, eat breakfast, and then we get through our day, so we're all ready. And Coach has gotten us ready for that.
Yeah, just to go off of that, I mean, you just got to wake up locked in and ready to go, and I don't think it'll be a problem at all.
So Prospect Ridge, a conference game, and you basically every conference game means just as much as the next one is going to. What do we expect to see from Prospect Ridge?
I like to throw the ball a lot. I like to spread it out, but I don't know. There's a few players out there. I mean, they've definitely got some players that'll go hard and hit you. I think we'll be able to counter that pretty well.
Yeah, they got a pretty big O-line too, but our O-line and D-line aren't worried about them because we know we're bigger and stronger, and we just got to play to our level, and we can't drop down to theirs.
So if we look at from the fan standpoint, what do you think some key things that we should look at that if Strasburg's able to do them, they're going to be successful?
If we can run to the outside and throw the ball, I think that'll really give you a gauge on how well we're playing out.
Yeah, Coach even told us that this week we're going to practice more of getting to the outside on our outside runs and work on our pass game because we really struggled with that on the first 3 weeks.
So you guys as senior leaders, as you see these younger guys coming up, have you seen some positives from their growth because you started being around them, pretty much in June, especially the freshmen, for example? Do we have reason to be optimistic when you guys are out here? Because you guys have had an incredible run over your 4 years. Do we have a lot of positives coming up?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so. I think at the beginning of the season, I mean, it's the same for all freshmen, You get up to high school football and realize, wow, this really isn't middle school football anymore. It's a lot different. And we've had a ton of these underclassmen step up and play really well, and they're always giving their all in practice, and I think there's big things in the future for Strasburg football.
Yeah, and I think we can also be optimistic that we're not going to have a really good O-line next year. They're going to be all younger, but I feel like they'll work hard, and I just think that you need to focus on that we're getting like an all-senior skill. All these underclassmen are all our skill right now, so they'll be experienced.
Last question I want to ask you guys, because you went through something unprecedented last season. Started late, had all these rules, always in danger of a quarantine.
Right.
Hopefully we're a bulk of the way through. I mean, there's always some iffiness. But how do you feel about the game and being able to do it now after having gone through last year?
I would just say that it's nicer to have a longer season, and like during the games I don't feel as worried about the next week and having the struggle to get the COVID virus. I feel like we're safer now.
I would just say that last year made me feel grateful for this full season. I mean, if we had the same amount of games we had last year, we'd be starting playoffs this week.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that I get to play a full season for my senior year of football.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. Best of luck tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Best of luck for the rest of the season, and go Indians.
Go Indians.
Go Indians,
yes,
baby.
Sir.